ones, what up? You're always on the run, what up? I mean, don't get me wrong, but what up? Or was I not the one you dreamt of? No.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my monthly budget for the month of August, as well as giving you all 10 tips on how to successfully start a budget. If you have been enjoying this little how-to series, go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. What are some of your financial goals for August? We will get into mine. This is my third video in the how-to series. I did a video on how I came out of $40,000 worth of credit card debt, which I will have linked down below. I also recently posted a video about how to start cash stuffing as a beginner, or if you feel like you have no money. I also posted a couple of different videos, my pack with me for my New Orleans vacation, as well as my New Orleans travel vlog. So lots of content has been getting pushed out here on the channel. I would truly appreciate your support if you would go watch it, go thumbs up, go comment. All of that helps the channel, and thank you so much for coming back if you are returning. So in my cash stuffing video at the end of this week, I'm going to show you guys all of my closeout numbers for the month of July. That video will be posted on Friday. For today, we are gonna go ahead and get August set up. I'm going to be using my August sticker kit in the books theme. August is typically back to school month for most people, and I am a former teacher, so it was definitely a back to school month for me. So I felt like the books theme would be appropriate. Our September kits are already live in the shop. We have the pumpkin spice theme as well as the apple cider theme. So go ahead and pick those up if you have not already, and let's get August set up. Okay, y'all, so August is also my birthday month if you are new to the channel, and stay tuned because I'm gonna let you know when my birthday is. I'm super excited about my birthday month. It's for sure my favorite month of the year. Christmas is right after that. So yeah, we are winding down the summer season. Interestingly, although my birthday is in the summer, summer is my least favorite holiday. I don't know about y'all, but it's just like, it's the hot weather. I just can't do it. I live in Texas, and so y'all, it's so humid out here. It's just, I just can't. So luckily my birthday is toward the end of the summer, but I'm definitely a fall and winter type of person. Those are my favorite seasons of the year. So now that I have the headers out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and put my date dots down, and I will speed through this portion of the video. Okay, y'all, so before I jump in, I'm gonna go ahead and knock through my first 3 tips of starting a budget successfully. So the first tip is to know what a budget is. So in simple terms, a budget is your income minus your expenses. So whatever jobs you have or whatever support you may receive from different resources, it is those amounts or that amount minus all of your bills and all of your expenses. My second tip on starting a budget successfully is to know which way or which method you want to use to budget. So you can use the paper pen method, which is paper and pen, or you can use a digital platform. So for the paper pen method, you have people like me who use planners. There are other people that use workbooks, like actual physical workbooks. For your digital budgeters, you have some people that use Excel on their computers, or they might use other types of digital spreadsheets where they type out their numbers and do their income minus expenses and everything else that's detailed in their budgets. Seen some people do both, have a paper budget and a detailed budget. For me, that gets a little bit too complicated. Like if I'm going paper and pen, I'm going paper and pen. If I'm going digital, I'm going digital. I'm not gonna mix the two, because a budget for me is much better when it flows cohesively. When you're doing both, I feel like you are going to be more prone to confuse yourself or just not even stick to it. Also, doing both can be a sign of not knowing which way you want to budget. So I would definitely try out both if you're not sure, if you have no idea which method might be more suitable for you, which method you can stay the most consistent with. So you might want to start out trying both, but ultimately I would choose the one that is best for you. My third tip on starting a budget successfully is to include a calendar. So whether you choose to do the paper pen route or you choose to do the digital route and you have like an Excel sheet or a digital type of worksheet, you also want to have a calendar. On your calendar, you are going to put all of your paydays, all of your bills, and any additional events that might come up in the month where you may have to spend money. Okay, so I am going to start with my bills first. I actually put those down first because of just the way my stickers are made. And this planner that I'm using is an Erin Condren 7x9 monthly planner. Monthly just means that after her calendar, she just has blank, or after the calendar, she just has blank pages. And all the stickers that you see are from my shops, and they are listed down below for you if you like them or if you like budgeting this way. I have been using the sticker method of budgeting for about 4 years now, so I'm totally hooked, and as for me, it's not going anywhere. And speaking of, my sticker pre-order listing is available. I know I told you guys a while ago that I was going to make the listing available before they actually go live. So I have finally done that, y'all. Life has been crazy last month. If you know, you know. I went out of town 3 times last month. So I am just kind of catching my breath with everything. But I did get that done for you all. And the pre-orders go live Friday and they close on Sunday. So moving right along, my cell phone is due on the 8th. And Shop app is due on the 15th. Next up, we have car insurance, which is due on the 18th. Wi-Fi is on the 20th. I'm always like glad to kind of get out of the summer months, or for summer to come to an end. That's another reason why I don't like summer that much, is y'all know expenses are typically higher in the summer, from electricity to, you know, just things you might be doing, having fun, which is all good. For me, a lot of my annual subscriptions are due in the summer, so that's never too fun. Apple subscriptions are due on the 21st. My Epidemic Sound, which is a new business bill, is due on the 22nd. And then electricity, I get my invoice in like the second week of every month, so I never have the amount when I do these videos, but then later on in my cash stuffing videos, you guys will see the amount. And then Canva Pro is on the 27th. Okay guys, so next I'm gonna go in with my birthdays, just because I want things to kind of lay down cohesively and I don't want to have to be picking things up and in that order. So because I have some birthdays falling on Fridays, which are my paydays, I'm gonna put the birthdays down first. So I have an aunt's birthday on the 9th. And then I have my birthday on the 16th. And then my nanny's birthday on the 24th. My nanny is my godmother, so I'll put hers right there. Okay, so next I will go in with my event stickers. So this month I am going out of town on the 15th. And I will be back in town on the 19th. And here I go, y'all. I said I didn't want to have to lift the sticker up, but the good thing is it does lift up if you need it, but it's okay. I tried to plan it out in my head. So I have the October kits go live on my birthday. So I'll put my birthday sticker right here. There we go. And then we have The pre-orders going live on this Friday, this coming Friday, and then the pre-orders will close on Sunday. Okay, so next I will go in with my paydays. And again, you can do this however you want, but just make sure that your budget calendar includes your paydays, your bills, and then any other events that will come up in the month that you may have to spend money for. So for instance, I'm listing that I'm going out of town because I will probably spend some kind of money that weekend. So next I'm going to move over to my sidebar over here, which are just some things that I like to track in my planner. So this is a budget / personal planner for me. You don't have to use your budget planner as a personal planner unless you want to. I do because it eliminates me having to keep up with like several planners. I do have one other smaller planner that I will, why did I do that, y'all? I do have one other smaller planner that I will keep some things in that maybe I want to keep private and not be shown on YouTube. But other than that, this is my main planner. So I kind of use it for everything. Being that it's my birthday month, I do plan on having both a hair and nail appointment. I just don't know exactly when yet. So I'm going to be tracking my no spends for the month. I track coffee. Now the thing is, I found an Arabic coffee from HEB. So I have not been really getting coffee outside of my home. And on top of that, I'm thinking I might start pulling away from coffee. So you guys will get to witness that journey a little bit. I'll talk more about it probably next week. I'm going to go ahead and put a date night sticker down. We don't have like a set day, but we will be together this weekend. So let's see. I'll go ahead and put it here. Also, guys, I'm not sure what I want to do for self-care this month. I think I want to get a massage because that always is a good idea, especially for your birthday month. So that might be my self-care. I try to do something self-care every month. And self-care doesn't always have to cost money. It doesn't have to always cost a lot of money. Last month, my self-care was trying to take better care of my gut health. So I was drinking more teas and things like that. So that's self-care. That's taking care of my body. So next I'm going to put down my grocery stickers. So we're doing groceries on Saturdays. I don't like grocery shopping. If you know, you know, but I feel a little bit more motivated with these stickers, as well as I like to check them off, as you can see here, once I've done my grocery shopping for the week, and it just reminds me that I got it done. Okay, so this weekend I'm gonna be out of town, so I probably won't grocery shop until the day that I come back. So I'll just put it there. And then Saturday is my nanny's birthday, so I'll put the grocery sticker on Friday. And we'll do one more grocery sticker for Saturday. But technically this week, guys, is going to be my first paycheck of September, but it's okay. I can still put it there. Okay, next up we could put my church stickers down. So I am monitoring my church and Bible study attendance because I just believe in taking care of your health overall, your physical, your mental, your spiritual, your emotional. So I do track my church attendance. And the thing about it is, if I look up and notice that I haven't been to church or I didn't go last week, I'm more like, okay, you didn't go last week, you need to go this week. So those are my church stickers. Lastly, we will do my Bible study stickers. And then we'll be done with the planner, guys. And I know if you're a beginner, this might look like a lot. You might be like, girl, what? But listen, I love my planner looking like this. I'm gonna tell you why. I love my planner looking like this because what this means for me is that all this information is not in my head. It's down here. I don't have to try to remember any of these things. I leave my planner open and I look at it every single day. So every single day I look and see, okay, what's going on today? And I don't have to try to remember anything. And I know we have phones and stuff, but again, I'm a paper planner, sticker girl. Like digital stuff is it's not for me. Okay, so next I will flip over to the dashboard page. So she does have a dashboard page right behind the calendar. And I kind of use this page. It's just like a little planning page. And I'm gonna lay the stickers down, but I'm not gonna set it up right now because we're gonna move on over to the budget. So I'll set this up at the end of the video. So if you want to see me set this up, then you can stay tuned for the end of the video. But for this portion, I'm just going to lay the stickers down so you can see how I do it. Let's try to get that a little straighter. Okay, for the dashboard, I'm going to be using the deco page and my dashboard header scripts. And again, we'll do this at the end of the video. So after you know what a budget is, you've decided which method you want to budget by. After you decide that method, you've set up a calendar, which could be as basic as just your bills, expenses, and paydays, or you can do like me and also incorporate some life things into that calendar. The fourth tip that I have for setting up a budget successfully is to go ahead and make a setup of your monthly budget, your income and your expenses. So that's what we're gonna do now. So with my washi strip, I just come down to the second line here and lay it down. And I'm the kind of person that like everything has to be super perfect. That's just not me. I'm like, I just get it down. I like to look at it no matter what. So, but if you like it super perfect, you can remove the stickers. So we'll start with my income spread. Now here on the channel, because I am self-employed, I don't show my income or my revenue just for privacy reasons. But off camera, after the month closes, I will fill in that information. I went ahead and moved it down one more line because I do like to keep a line for any miscellaneous income that might come in. I'm gonna do a little separation here. On my left side, I'm gonna put my variable expenses. Your variable expenses are the things that are not bills, but that you spend money on every single month. So that's gonna be gas, groceries, eating out, your personal spending, coffee, maybe things you buy for your kids throughout the week or throughout the month. But you see how those things are not bills, they're just things that you have to spend money on. So these are where my variable expenses go. And then my bills, subscriptions, that's gonna go under this section. So I'm gonna start with the variable expenses and just start listing them out. So I have personal spending, and this is just for me. My whole budget is just for me. I don't have any children or pets. And my boyfriend and I are not yet budgeting together. So this is just for me. And these are the categories that I spend money in every single week. Well, not every single week. Like I don't get medicine every week, but every single month. It never fails. So these amounts, or these categories rather, go over here. Now, something that I want to explain really quickly so that no one gets confused is I keep all of my bills, both personal and business, on my calendar. So that way throughout the month, I'm, for the most part, only looking at one calendar for every bill. Like I just kind of wanted all of my bills viewable in one place. So that's why I do that. And I might eventually change that just so that it might be even less confusing for you guys, but it may not be that confusing. But when I get to the actual budget setup, I have two of these. So this is my personal one that I'm showing you guys. I have a business one that I put at the back of each of my months. So it'll be like all the way at the back here. And I don't show that here on the channel. So under fixed expenses for the personal budget, I'm going to only put personal bills. So I just wanted to make that distinction so that no one gets confused. And Apple subs is short for Apple subscriptions. I have a total of like 3 Apple subscriptions that come out throughout the month. And I just total them all up together because they're so small. Like they're like, the largest one is like $12. The other two are like some cents, 99 cents or something like that. So I just combine them. It makes it a little bit easier on myself. And I'm putting the strip down before I finish writing the word electricity because the Y is gonna hang out over electricity. Okay, y'all, so next we will go ahead and fill in the amount. So for spending, I am going to budget $40 for myself for this month. Gas, I'm going to budget $180. Groceries, I'm going to budget $320. I'm gonna start increasing my groceries and I'm gonna tell you guys why in just a second. Home will get $60. Eating out will get $150. Medicine will get $40. Beauty is going to get a whopping $400. This is why I'm not giving myself extra money in spending, only giving myself a little bit extra money in eating out because this is where I plan to spend my money for my birthday. And then ties are variable because income is variable, but I don't disclose that. Let's get over to rent and utilities. Netflix is $17. Dental and vision is $30. I should have pushed that over. My cell phone is $82. My car insurance decreased to $111. Wi-Fi is $31. Apple subscription is $13. And again, in about a week, I'll have my electricity bill. So what I do throughout the month is I will come over here with a green or red pen and actually put the actual amount of the bill. I round all of my bills up to the next dollar just so that I always have enough money, or I'm always budgeting enough money and I'm not, short by a couple cents and things like that. So the cents actually end up accumulating in my account, and over time, I want to say there's been times where I've accumulated like $200-300 just from the cents building up from me rounding up my bills. So if you're looking for a way to just kind of easily save a little bit of money, you could totally round your bills and then whatever's left over, leave it in your account and it'll build over time. So my additional section down here are for some other things that my money is going to go to throughout the month that is not a monthly variable expense and it's not a bill or a subscription. So for instance, down in this section, I'm going to put my sinking funds and how much money I want to put in those this month. I'm going to put my saving challenges. Going to put my nanny's birthday. And I'm going to have a section for unbudgeted. Now, you can put these expenses over here if you like. If you want to just make your whole variable expense and put sinking funds here, or if you're like, I put the same amount of money in sinking funds every month, I'm going to put it under fixed, that's fine. You could put, you know, like I want to take my nanny out to eat for her birthday. I could have put that over here. It's however you want to do it. You don't have to use a separate section. This is just what I like to do because I'm like, okay, every month, this is what I'm doing. I do these also every month, but I just like to put them under their own section. But you could do it however you want to do it. There's no right or wrong. And then a lot of workbooks, if you are using the workbook route, a lot of workbooks will have additional section for things like this. So that's something else to consider. So I'm going to go ahead and put the total strip all the way down here. In the event some more things come up throughout the month, I have room to put them down. So for my sinking funds this month, I am expecting to put in $288. For my saving challenges, which will be my August saving challenge card, that's going to be $175, plus also my rose gold binder saving challenge, which are going to be these amounts. As you can see, I did not complete July, so that was my first month not having a completed month, but that's okay. Those two challenges add up to $281. Then for my nanny's birthday, I'm going to budget $75 to go out to eat, and then nothing for unbudgeted. So that was actually my 5th tip for you guys for starting your budget successfully, was that your additional events or additional expenses that you're going to partake in any given month, they can go under your variable expenses, or you can create a whole other section for them like I have. Okay guys, so far we know what a budget is. It is income minus expenses. We have decided, do we want to do paper pen? Do we want to go the digital route? Once we choose the route, we are going to get a calendar to put our bills and paydays and expenses on. Then after we've done our calendar, we are going to set up a monthly budget that include our variable expenses, our fixed expenses, any additional places that our income is going to go that month. My 6th tip on starting a budget successfully is that after you have set up your monthly budget, you can now move into your paycheck budget. Now, if you get paid once a month, then you may not need to do both, a monthly and a paycheck budget. You're probably good with just a monthly budget, and this is good for you. You have your calendar, you have your budget, you're good to go, that's it. Even if you get paid twice a month, you might could get by with just a monthly budget. But definitely if you get paid 2 times or more in a month, even if, let's say you get paid from a job, but then you do a side hustle or anything like that, you want to do a paycheck budget. And the reason that you want to do this is because breaking your budget down by paychecks will let you know what bills and expenses each paycheck will take care of. So for instance, you know, it's important to know what paycheck is going to take care of the rent or the mortgage. It's important to know what check is going to take care of the tuition, or, you know, just other things you might be having to pay for throughout the month. So the paycheck budgets are important because they are going to help you stay on track throughout the whole month for your overall monthly budget. And that is my 6th tip. So let's continue setting up my paycheck budget. And I have gotten comments a couple times about like either doing, which we are not going to get into that in this video because that's not what this video is for, but doing like cash stuffing and stuff online instead of in cash. Or maybe some people might be like, I could do a budget online, why do I need to do it like this? You don't need to do it like this. You don't need to do cash stuffing. It's all about what you want to do, what is enjoyable to you, and what ways and what methods keep you consistent. So we could scream digital budget all day long, but if we're not staying consistent with it, it's not working. And vice versa. You can scream planner, workbooks, paychecks, stickers all day long, but if you're not consistent with it, it's not working. So everybody is gonna find something different that they can use to stay consistent with. So that's what it's for. So I budget the way that I do because I'm able to stay consistent with it. Because I can stay consistent with it, I pay my bills on time. I save money. I have money to do other things. I pay off debt. And so that's what it's about. Which is fine. You know, I understand if you are new to this, you may not understand why. So that's my why. You do not have to budget the way you see anybody else budgeting unless you feel like that could work for you and you want to try it, and then you try it and it does work for you. But by all means, you use whatever method is going to help you stay consistent so that you can get the results that you're looking for in your finances. On a week-to-week basis, you will see me setting up my paychecks, closing them out, all that good stuff. Under income, for me, instead of writing my income, I put my weekly expenses. So I will put my expenses under here, what I expect to pay, put that there. Then we tally it out, see what it actually is, put it there, and the difference. So I just want to make a note here that what you guys are going to see here on my channel is the amount of my expenses, not the income. But I'm not going to change that because that probably just applies to me for the most part. So under my paychecks, I do condense mine because I get paid many times throughout the month. So I just put my bills. I put my, let me see. I want to make this as cohesive as possible. My variable expenses, which are also cash envelopes. And I'm only going to do it for paycheck one because what I normally do throughout the month is just put cash envelopes. But my variable expenses are the categories that I use cash for. And then here I'm going to put fixed expenses so that it can be all cohesive. Next, I'm going to put my sinking funds because I do stuff these for the most part on a weekly basis, as well as my saving challenges. Then I make room for extra. So extra would be like, let's say I was taking my nanny out to eat for her birthday this week. I could put that under extra. Or I could just actually put what I'm doing. I don't have to write extra. But I like to put extra there, and then unbudgeted. Because I set these up on a monthly basis, so I don't know what that extra is going to be, so I just put extra. But if you set yours up week by week, you could just put whatever the extra is. But I like to do it once a month because it's like one and done. I do it once a month, and then my whole budget is ready to go. All I'm doing throughout the month is just keeping up with stuff. So this is how I set up my paychecks. I'm going to speed through and set up the rest of them. I'm going to have 4 paychecks this month because that technically 5th one is going to be my first paycheck for September. Okay, y'all, so all of our paychecks are set up for the month. Again, I just love to do everything all in one sitting for the entire month. So that way throughout my month, I am not having to constantly go through and set things up. So my 7th tip for successfully starting a budget is going to be after you have completed the 6th step or tip, which is doing your paycheck budget. Then you want to have a section in your budget planner for tracking expenses. You can use weekly check-ins for tracking your expenses. You can use expense trackers, or you can use both. I am going to be using both. I am new to expense tracking and I still don't have a solid grip on it. I am still struggling at times to be consistent with it, so I'm just being upfront and honest with you guys. Weekly check-in though, your girl is a novice over here. I've been doing weekly check-ins for years. I'm very consistent with them. I like it. So I'm wanting to do expense tracking just to have some more information in my budget. I'm thinking next year I'm gonna do the highlighter method. Y'all let me know if y'all have ever tried that. I know the budget mom uses it a lot, and I'm gonna try it next year, the highlighter method. So I'm gonna start with my weekly check-in, and tracking my expenses and checking in with my spending helps me to stay in budget throughout the month, or it helps me to even just have information on how my finances are looking throughout the month, so I'm not surprised by the end of the month, like, what? I didn't know I had that much money left over this month, or what? I didn't know I was that over budget this month. Like, I know pretty much what the finances are looking like because I'm checking in. Okay, so I'm gonna set up 1 week with you all and then I will speed through the rest. So under my weekly check-in, the categories that I'm putting are the categories that I do my variable spending in. So my spending, my gas, my groceries, my home, eating out, beauty, those are the categories that are going over here. So I'm going spending, gas, groceries, home, eating out, meds, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay my other one down before I put beauty. I don't put my tithes under here, although they're variable because I just pay those online. These are the expenses that I pay for week to week in cash. So then I will do beauty. What I like to do over here under the week section is put what days of the week this spending is going to account for. So for week 1, that's going to be August 2nd for me through August 8th. So that's how I set up my weekly check-in. When I do my cash stuffing videos, I'll put the budget amount, and then I'll come back the next week, put what I spent, and put what I have remaining for the month. Okay, y'all, so those are my 4 weeks for tracking my expenses. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out with this little washi strip, and I might end up using the rest of this space for additional expense tracking. So now we'll flip to the next page. So my 8th tip for starting a budget successfully is to have or use a section in your budget to help you achieve a financial goal. So for me, I'm going to be using sinking funds because I am intentionally trying to grow my sinking funds back. They have been clutch funds for me many times over the years. I've been able to use those funds even in cases of emergencies. They have prevented me from having to take money from a savings account, using a credit card, the whole 9. So I emptied them out back in April of this year. So I have been trying to grow them back ever since. That is one of my biggest financial goals right now. So I write them down in my budget planner so that I can keep seeing it, keep seeing the progress, so that hopefully they can keep growing. Just to give you all an example, for the month of July, I started my funds out at $1,920. By the end of July, they're a little over $2,000. not a whole lot, but that's some progress. We've made it into the 2000s. So in your budget planner, you can have or include a section for sinking funds. If that's something that's a priority to you, you can, instead of maybe using a sinking funds tracker, use a debt tracker, use a savings tracker. Whatever is a current and most pressing financial goal for you, that's what you want to also include in your budget, because it does us no good to say that something is our goal, but we're not having a way of writing it down and seeing it on a consistent basis to then help us reach that goal. So if I say that growing my sinking funds is a goal, but I'm not actually keeping track of, am I growing my sinking funds? Am I putting money in my sinking funds? Am I continuing to stay cognizant to not spend money out of my sinking funds unnecessarily? Same thing with debt. You could say you're trying to pay debt off, but if you don't have some type of section in your budget that includes writing down your debt numbers, writing down what you've been paying off, what's the balance, you're less likely to achieve it. So whatever your financial goal is, tip number 8, you want to have a section for it in your budget planner.
This is what I want now. No, I won't settle for anything else. I can't keep pretending. It's not getting to me. It's never ending. Can't give you what you need. Oh no, no. You're misbehaving. Yeah, it's getting to me.
Okay guys, so we are starting out August with $2,037 in our sinking funds. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna do is put down the expense tracker, which I always put toward the back of the planner. And so we're just gonna lay this down here. I'm not gonna be filling anything in with this tracker yet because I have not started with paycheck 1 for August, but once I do, I will start tracking the expenses and you all will see it in my cash stuffing videos. But yeah, this is my first time, well, my first year tracking expenses. So very new, don't have a lot of experience with it yet, but as my experience grows, I will be sharing it with you all here on the channel. So that is going to conclude the budget portion. I have 2 more tips that I'm going to leave you with, and then if you're staying to see me set up the dashboard, we'll jump over there. So my 9th tip for setting up a budget successfully is to not be intimidated. I know it can seem overwhelming at first when you are here on the channel or just on YouTube in general and you're trying to learn how to do it. It can seem intimidating. People have been budgeting for years and years and years, and it might be all new to you, but don't be intimidated. We all started from somewhere. We all started with no budget and not knowing anything. So just jump into it. It really kind of won't make sense for you and your life until you start. If you're still in your process of watching videos and trying to learn, keep doing that. But while you're doing that, jump into it, because that's when it's going to start to make sense for you and your household and with your family. And my 10th tip for starting a budget successfully is to remember that everything in your budget is adjustable. Your budget will change, your budget style might change, the method might change. It is adjustable. How it looks on day 1 may not be how it looks on day 100. How it looks year 1 may not be how it's going to look in year 5 or year 10, and that's okay. So your budget is going to change and adjust, transition as your life does. So those are my 10 tips for starting a budget successfully. I hope that they help you in some way. Go ahead and take some screenshots of the video if you want to remember, or go ahead and write some things down. Now, the last thing I'm going to do here with you guys on the channel, if you are staying with me, is to get my dashboard set up. Okay, y'all, so I went ahead and put some things together on the dashboard page with the deco sheet. So my first financial goal for the month of August is going to actually be to stay under budget with expenses and things, to stay under budget with let's say birthday expenses. with birthday expenses. And then my second financial goal is going to be to increase my sinking funds. I want to say by $150 to $200. I put $280, but sometimes it doesn't happen. Increase my sinking funds by $150 to $200. Okay, for projects, I have my 2025 sticker pre-orders that I will be working on for you all. I have my 2025 saving challenge cards that I'm currently working on. And the October kits, which they are already created and the listings are ready. I just need to start putting them in stock. So for to do, I'm going to put that I need to take my nanny to lunch for her birthday. Then I'm going to do, I need to order the Budget Moms pre-orders this month because I think they go live on the 20th. So I'm gonna put 8/20. Want to order a new sticker machine this month. Sticker machine. I think that's about it. I'm gonna leave one spot blank just in case something else comes up. I usually put birthdays down here, but I kind of realized that that's a little redundant because it's already on my calendar and I don't need it here. So I'm gonna track some habits. So I'm currently dieting. Well, y'all know I live on a diet. So I'm going to put diet 5 to 6 days a week. I'm trying to drink at least 2 liters of water a day. And I don't have like a timing, but I know I want to eat more fruits and vegetables. More. I know my pen is not going out. I love this pen, y'all. It's only $4 on Amazon. It's linked in my storefront if you like it. So that is going to be all for my budget for this month, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and found some of the tips to be helpful for you if you are a newbie. If you have any questions, go ahead and write them down below in the comment section. Also, don't forget to let me know what your financial goals are for the month of August. And I hope to see you guys back on Friday for my cash stuffing of paycheck 1 in August. Bye.